So let's summarize the light-dependent reactions. The light-dependent reactions produce oxygen gas here and convert ADP and NADP plus into the energy carriers ATP and NADPH. That's the overall result of the light-dependent reactions. What good are these compounds that are produced in light-dependent reactions? Well, they have an important role to play in the cell. They provide the energy needed to build high-energy sugars from low-energy carbon dioxide. So these NADPH and ATP molecules are going to be carried into the stroma where the light-independent reactions take place. So a quick summary. We have photosystem 1. In photosystem 1, the energy from light is absorbed. The water that is present, water molecules are split, so we end up with 4 hydrogen ions and 1 oxygen molecule, and then 4 high energy electrons. The hydrogen ions hydrogen ions will later be used in the electron transport chain. The oxygen is released into the atmosphere. The high energy electrons are carried into the electron transport chain by electron carriers. In the electron transport chain, some of the energy from those high energy electrons is used to pump hydrogen from the stroma into the thylakoid space. The result is that the concentration of hydrogen ions inside the thylakoid grows. You get a bunch of hydrogen ions inside the thylakoid, and it's going to want to squeeze itself back out into the stroma. Now, in the electron transport chain, we used up some of that energy that was stored in the high energy electrons. So then when the electron carriers transfer to photosystem 1, they absorb more light energy, recharging those electrons. Now we have 4 high energy electrons again that are carried to form NADPH from NADP plus. So 2 of those hydrogen ions are attached back to, or are attached to 2 NADP plus molecules using the energy from those 4 high energy electrons to form NADPH. So we get 2 NADPH molecules, and the force of those hydrogen ions that were stuffed into the thylakoid space, they flow out through the ATP synthase, which causes the ATP synthase to rotate, and that rotation motion forms ATP from ADP and a phosphate group. So we end up with ATP being produced in the light-dependent reactions as well as 2 NADPH molecules. And all of that is carried to the light-independent reactions, which we'll talk about next.